a possession and demonic actions that actually turned into a movie named Emily Rose, was inspired by a real girl's story, The Exorcism of Annlies Michel, a girl who died at the age of 23 after 67 exorcisms. Hey, this is Fatima, and today I'm gonna share with you some real and creepy incident. But before we get into the story, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you have your own real and creepy incidents, please share with me on my Instagram. Now, let's get into the story. Ian Michel was born on 21st September 1952 in a Catholic family in Kleinburg, Bavaria, Germany. She was a very kind and a lovable child, but at the age of 5, she started having very high fevers. But still, she managed to be good at school. But at the age of 13, in 1968, she had started overcome with her health problems. She loved playing music, singing, and learning Latin. But her life took a very big turn when, at the age of 16, Angel started having haunted hallucinations. One day, when she was sitting in the class, she suddenly blacked out. Her friend Maria shook her hand and said, Anil, are you okay? And suddenly, Anil woke up and started reading. Both started laughing and forgot about the incident. But things didn't stop here. At the midnight, she felt something was pushing her. She can't even move. Her tongue was paralyzed. She felt like something was pinning her to the bed. Next day, she refused to go to school and tell her mother that she is not feeling well. Things didn't end here. 11 months later, in August 1969, something same happened with her. Her mother took her to a family neurologist, Dr. Luthi. He did her a brain scan and nothing was wrong. They hypothesized that maybe it is a form of seizure. Within 2 years, two more episodes were prescribed there. She started getting anti-seizure medication called Dilatin, but nothing can really describe her symptoms. Things start getting worse when Annelie begins to hear the knocking sound in her bedroom. Further, she hears a sound then declaring her to death. And even her mother noticed that Annelie stared at the Virgin Mary's statue and her eyes turned into black jet, and even her hands turned into paws. In 1973, visit with Dr. Luthi, Annel said that some faces are torturing her. She even stated that a demon was inside of her. She even said that she felt the aroma of burned faces. So her parents went and visited a priest named Elt. In 1973, Anneliese visited a psychiatrist, and they claimed that Anneliese was suffering from epilepsy. They took off the drug Dilatin and put her the Tectorial drug that was much stronger than that. In July 1975, Annelie's behavior started getting very odd. For example, she started eating spiders, flies, licking her own urine from the floor, and she barely slept. And even her mother noticed that she was destroying Holy Virgin Mary's pictures and statues. Even she started pulling her sister with one hand like her sister is a dog and she is a superhuman, and even a odd behavior that she smashed apple with one hand and cracked it. Priest named Father Redwolds, a man considered an expert on exorcism by his peers, convinced that Anil was possessed, and after discussion with Bishop, her exorcism was approved. Even though, as her psychiatrist said, that Anneliese was suffering from epilepsy, but her family still agreed to do exorcism. Was that a right idea? And after the approval from Bishop, exorcism was carried out by a priest named Father Renz. On 24 September 1975, her first exorcism was carried out, and they even record a 42 audio clips where Anneliese was screaming like a demon. She was saying that Lucifer, Hitler, Judas, Nero, and Cain was inside of her. 6 demons was inside of her. And these 42 clips are still available on YouTube, where Annalise is screaming like a demon, and even the demon are saying that they won't leave her. Even during her screams, Annalise, named a flesh man, was one of her demons. A flesh man was a priest who kicked out from the church because of his bad behaviors in 15th century. And hearing the name of Fleshman, the priest who was doing her exorcism was really shocked. Things started getting very worse when Anneliese started doing very odd behavior. On May 1976, when Anneliese started beating her own head, banging her head to the walls, and the worst thing, she stopped eating. Whenever someone goes to her room and gave her food, she throws the plate away and starts screaming and beating her own self. For her own safety, her family tied her up to bed because she stopped eating, and whenever someone goes she refused to eat. She became so thin, she became underweight, 80 pounds. By June 1976, her face started become very horrible because she refused to eat, and even she refused to go to doctor. Whenever someone said her to go to doctor, she started screaming and crying. Because of these all things, her family continued to do her exorcisms. Even though she refused and screams, they didn't listen to her. But the worst thing happened when on June 30 another exorcism happened, and the next morning when her family went to her room to see her, they found her dead on her bed. So the Anneliese, who used to be a very kind and lovable child, died at the age of 23 after 67 exorcisms because of starvation. She weighed only 68 pounds when she died. After her death, the two priests and her parents were accused of neglecting homicide, and her case went to trial at 1978. After the postmortem of the Anneliese dead body, the doctor said that the Anneliese died of malnutrition and epilepsy, and her parents and the two priests were labeled from the court to failing to act to save her life. And even the doctor said that Anneliese acted as a possessed person in exorcisms, but she was just a normal person with epilepsy, and they killed her with her exorcisms. What do you guys think, that Anneliese was possessed by demons, or even she was just a normal person suffering from epilepsy? What are your thinking? Tell me in comments. For now, let's end the story here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. Thanks for watching.